We're continuing our coverage on issues in schools, a major problem that's affecting many campuses across the country, teacher shortages. Houston's Independent School District revealed last August that more than 800 uncertified teachers were hired for the school year, but does that help with the staffing issues? Joining us to talk about it, teacher, educator, Victor Rios. So Victor, you know, when we talk about teacher shortages, what is it like in the trenches for you guys if you have more students than you should? And what's a good ratio of one teacher to how many students?
Oh, I think that's its own segment right there. I think that's a pretty big issue. My class sizes average are about 30 plus, right? If they all show up, 36 sometimes in a classroom.
Now, is that too much for you as an educator, as a teacher?
I wouldn't say too much, but if I had less students in a classroom, I have more time for each one, right? You have 1 hour. So if you have 36 kids, it's hard, right? You're nonstop going at it, but if the ratio was smaller, then I could give each student more time.
And you're not just educating them, you're also paying attention to their lives, what they may be going through. Are they being bullied? Are they being abused at home? You know, you're looking for all of those things. Is that overwhelming if you're dealing with 36 up to 40 kids?
Well, that's in a class. I have about 200 kids, so I'll do that 6 times.
Well, damn, I didn't even do that.
I think as a teacher, we definitely know we're going to do more. You're going to be a counselor. You're going to be a mentor. You're going to be a role model, whether you want to or not, right? These kids look up to me, and it's my job to look out for each single one of them. And yeah, when you have 200, it's tough, right? But it is what it is. I definitely don't complain. I received like 5 new students this week, right? And it's a constant flow. So I teach newcomers, and we know that they're constantly coming. So I'm gonna have more students possibly tomorrow.
And how do you get to know all of those students, or do you get a chance to get to know them? Do you know their names, or are you like number 1, number 2, number 3?
No, I proudly say I know every single one of my students' names. I can greet every single one of my students in their language. I can greet you in 14 different languages, right? Because in this classroom of 36, I could have up to 10 different languages.
Wow.
Right, not including indigenous languages, right? So it's definitely tough, and I understand the teacher shortage, right? Because I don't think we're paid enough. For as big of an impact as we have on society, I don't think we have an impact. If we want to invest in our economic development, you have to start with the children. We have to educate our youth. They are the future of America, and if they're uneducated, what does that say about our future?
And so you're in those teacher lounges, and when they decide that they're leaving, what are they saying?
A lot of things, I think a lot has changed since the pandemic. In my district.
And is it kind of like the last segment where students have changed, young people have changed, desensitized to some of that?
Well, I think society as a whole, we've changed, right? We've evolved. But I think we also have to evolve with the times, right?
And some would say devolved.
Well, in some situations, and even just, for example, cost of living and inflation. Just in order to keep up with that, you should be raising teacher salaries, much less the amount of work we have to do, especially when there's a teacher shortage. When the teachers don't show up, there's a substitute. If there's no substitute, those kids are going to have to go somewhere, right? So you're going to get a class, even if your class is full, you might get a few extra students, right? And
hell, we got a teacher shortage here tonight. You were supposed to be here with another teacher. You didn't show up and didn't even send a damn substitute. All our lives we had. Mr. Rios, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Still ahead.